Eyal Aaron Goodman, now an international star and probably the most famous bar mitzvah boy in the world, began his journey as little more than a cute smudge on an ultrasound. But almost immediately it was obvious that here was no ordinary child, and the world began to notice his striking good looks, universal popularity, and unique musical talent. And yet we might all know Eyal Goodman for everything he is: the dedicated son, the caring and thoughtful grandson, the wonderful brother, favourite cousin, and universally renowned drummer. What you don't know about the whole story might surprise you. From the ups and downs, the victories and the tragedies, the triumphs and the falls. For while some children are born with a silver spoon, some Goodmans only get plastic. Eyal was born on a snowy December morning in 1997 in the Hospital of St John of St Elizabeth, just off Abbey Road in London. Along with Eyal's proud parents, fellow celebrities Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall were giving birth next door on the same day. Like his sisters, Eyal was born underwater and for many years thought that his mother was in fact a dolphin. Although his mother wanted to call him after Benny from ABBA or even George, he was in fact named for his grandpa Harold and for some unknown reason after the footballer Eyal Berkovic. He was born to Jackie, a natural birthing instructor, whose clients included celebrities such as Kate Winslet and Sean Bean, who couldn't make it to the bar mitzvah because his camel broke down. His father, Michael Goodman, a model for cycling gear, a swimming instructor, and a concert pianist, but who was often suffering from the effects of the occasional drink. Eyal was the third child, following his elder sisters, Ariana, a famous hairdresser and a talented dancer, and Savannah, an occasional vampire and a very gifted singer. Later, the family would be joined by sister Kiara, who Eyal always treated with gentleness and care, and who followed in her sister's footsteps by becoming a famous gymnast and a real princess. By all accounts, the Goodmans lived a life of family togetherness, their days filled with laughter, song and smiles. They shared their happiness with their many family and friends. And Eyal was like most boys of his age, spending time playing with his hot blonde babysitter Lucy, having temper tantrums, dancing and hanging out with his many girlfriends. And even when times were hard, like when the girls had to work as cooks in a local restaurant while Eyal did dishes, or when he took a job briefly as chazan in a local synagogue, or even at that short period when the family were homeless and had to sleep in their car, they stuck through and got by. When things got too tough, it was Eyal who inspired the family to leave the stormy English countryside for the Promised Land, moving to Tel Mond, where the family soon became pillars of the shul, and Eyal became a token Temani. But Eyal Goodman wanted more. Forever a restless soul, he wanted to find a purpose in the world that would discover his calling. He became a drummer for a well-known rock band, starred in the leading role in Hamlet on Broadway, brought home 8 World Series runs in baseball, won the Grand Prix twice, played basketball for Maccabi Tel Aviv, came second in the US Open, and won a Grammy playing in the band Sister and Me. He became a musical sensation and a favorite with world leaders.
I think that his brilliance as a performer will go down in history as one of our greatest entertainers.
And like most celebrities, he also had a string of superstar girlfriends.
The more we got to hang out, the more I got to know him, and he's super respectful and super smart, and there's not many people like that out here.
He's a super nice guy. I fell in love with that person. That's embarrassing.
Yet despite his incredible success and everything he tried, nothing ever seemed to be enough. Not the mud wrestling, the fast cars, deep-sea diving and bungee jumping. Nothing ever seemed to bring the young man what he needed. Unfortunately, it was this longing that led to his ultimate undoing. Known as Krav Maga, and it took all the danger and depravity of judo into something far more dangerous and frightening. Although he didn't always win his fights, he left Eyal feared and notorious, and few would dare to call him a sissy. He became an obsession for him, practicing moves on his sisters and friends, and even smacking his grandma Irene in the head with a walking stick. He became wild and dangerous, growing his hair long and hanging out with the wrong crowd.
That was a really tough time.
His parents tried everything, but nothing seemed to help. Not the Harley Davidson, the horse, or the spa weekends. But what his parents weren't able to handle by themselves, his friends and family stepped in to help. From Mariana, Savannah and Chiara, to his many cousins, to grandparents, close friends, they approached Eyal as one, recommended he tried something more serious, like having a bar mitzvah. As it happened, it was just the thing needed to fill the void. He took to it straight away. He worked hard to learn everything he needed to say, became an expert at wearing tefillin, davening and learning Torah, and wound up having a fabulous bar mitzvah, surrounded by his family and friends. When the world heard about it, they all went crazy, and over 100,000 people threatened to turn up on his special day. Without a doubt, Eyal was back. And that's where we leave him today, a stronger, wiser person, one who has been through his fair share of adventures, and who always manages to come out on top.
Like, oh my God, jump out that sofa, let's kick it off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, and losing all control.
Fill up my cup, mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof,
And then we'll do it again.
let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like oh my god,
Like oh my god.
jump out that sofa.
Come on.
Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov.
Daheim.
Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town.
Paint the town.
We'll shut it down.
Shut it down.
Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go.